Welcome to the Excel training module on how to use the menus inside of Excel. For the purpose of this training module, there's no specific workbook you need to open. You can just open a blank workbook to work with. If you have a look at the new Excel 2.13, you will notice that it's not very different to the previous Excel versions, but they have added some new additions. So let's have a look at the different components of the menu and a couple of advanced features that have been added. At the top, you've got your menu items. So you've got the Home button, Insert, Page Layout, Formulas, Data, Review, View, and then I've got two additional ones that I've added, which is Acrobat, which is part of my PDF software, and I've also got the Developer menu because I do a lot of work with macros. In Excel, part of the menu is divided into two components. You get groups, so for example, this over here is the Clipboard group, the font group, and inside of these groups you get commands. So you've got your menu bar, you've got groups, and within the groups you have commands. They will put the most frequently used commands within a group. But if there's something here that you cannot find, you can always click on this little arrow at the bottom of the group to get more information and additional options that you can add. The entire menu system in Excel is known as the ribbon, and you can now customize the ribbon to include information you want as well as take out information you don't want. In order to customize the ribbon, go to any blank space inside of any of the groups and right-click. From here, you can customize the ribbon or collapse the ribbon. The first three options I'll get to in a second. So collapse the ribbon, people often do that by accident. When you collapse the ribbon, it looks something like this. And I find that some people have done this and thought to themselves, where has my menu disappeared to? All you need to do is right-click on the right area, let's just go in there, somewhere by the menu, and just uncheck the collapse the ribbon option. Now let's have a look at how we can customize the ribbon. From here, you'll have a screen that is called Excel Options. And all the way down the side is additional menus, but at this stage we are at the Customize Ribbon area. So here you can choose from popular commands, commands that are not in the ribbon, all commands, or by tabs, which is the Home tab, the Main tabs, the Tool tabs, etc. And these are your most popular commands. But you will also notice there are some commands in Excel that are not even displayed on the menu that you could maybe use. Commands not in the ribbon are things like 3D colors, brightness options, camera. These are things that are very, very rare in Excel as they don't commonly use in data and data analysis. If there's something you're specifically looking for and you would like to add it, you can choose to add it to one of your menus. You can create a new group and you can even create a new tab. So you can have your own personal menu in Excel with your own private commands. If you find that the Home tab has become very complicated and your ribbon is overcrowded, you can also choose to reset the entire ribbon. I'm going to click OK. The next part of using the menus is something very important in Excel called the Quick Access Toolbar. And this is located at the very top of your screen. Most people know it as the Save, Undo, and Redo section because that's where we get to some of the most commonly used features in Excel. But the Quick Access Toolbar is there for you to have quick access to certain commands that you use frequently. So for example, I use the Filter button very frequently, which is found on the Home tab. If you go down to Filter, it's this button over here. And I use this a lot during my spreadsheets. There is a shortcut to put a filter into place. It's Control-Shift-L, but it's also very difficult to remember all the shortcuts. So if it's something you use a lot, right-click and say Add to Quick Access Toolbar. Permanently going forward, and not just for this workbook, but for every workbook you open, the Filter button will now appear on your Quick Access Toolbar. And as you go through, if you insert pivot tables a lot, right click it add it to the toolbar. If you've accidentally added something to the toolbar and you don't want it there anymore, right click and remove from the toolbar.